The Poets continues the N.J. Dawood translation of Al-Quran. There'll be some adjustments and commentary, of course. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful, Qasim. These are the verses of the glorious book. You all perhaps fret yourself to death on account of their unbelief. If we will, we can reveal to them a sign from heaven, before which they will bow their necks in utter humility. They deny and turn their backs on each fresh warning they receive from the merciful, but the truth of that which they have laughed to scorn will long before dawn upon them. Do they not see the earth, how we have brought forth from it all kinds of beneficial plants? Surely in this there is a sign, yet most of them do not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful. Your Lord called out to Moses, saying, Go to those wicked people, the people of Pharaoh. Will they not take heed? Lord, he replied, I fear they will reject me. I may become impatient and stammer in my speech. Send for Aaron. They hold a charge against me, and I fear that they may put me to death. Yeah, whether it's accidental or otherwise, to kill somebody that's, Have no fear, said he. Go, both of you, with our signs. We shall be with you and shall hear all. Go to Pharaoh and say to him, We are messengers from the Lord of the universe. Let the Israelites depart with us. Pharaoh said to Moses, Did we not bring you up when you were an infant? And did you not stay several years of your life among us? Yet you have done what you have done. Surely you were ungrateful. Moses replied, I did that when I was a misguided youth. I fled from you because I feared you, but my Lord has given me wisdom and made me an apostle, and this is the favor with which you taught me. You had made the Israelites your bondsmen. Who is the Lord of the universe? Asked Pharaoh. He replied, The Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that lies between them. If only you had faith. Do you hear? Said Pharaoh to those around him. Your Lord, said Pharaoh, your Lord, went on Moses, and the Lord of your forefathers. Pharaoh said, The apostle who's been sent to you is surely possessed. The Lord of the east and the west, said Moses, and all that lies between them. If only you could understand. If you serve any as God beside myself, replied Pharaoh, I shall have you thrown into prison, even if I showed you a convincing sign. Even if I showed you a convincing sign, said Moses, he replied, show us your sign, if what you say be true. Moses threw down his staff, and thereupon it changed into a veritable serpent. Then he drew out his hand, and it was white to all who saw it. This man, he said to his nobles, is a skillful sorcerer who seeks to drive you from your land by his sorcery. What is your counsel? They replied, put them off a while, him and his brother, and send forth heralds to the cities to summon every skilled enchanter to your presence. The sorcerers were gathered on the appointed day, and the people were asked if they had all assembled. They declared, we will follow the sorcerers if they win the day. And when the sorcerers came to Pharaoh, they said, shall we be rewarded if we win? Yes, he answered, and you shall become my new favored friends. Moses said to them, throw down all that you wish to throw. They cast down their ropes and staffs, saying, by Pharaoh's glory, we shall surely win. Then Moses threw down his staff, and it swallowed their false devices. The sorcerers prostrated themselves in adoration, saying, we now believe in the Lord of the universe, the Lord of Moses and Aaron. Pharaoh said, do you dare believe in him without my consent? He must surely be your master. Who has taught you witchcraft? But you shall see, I will surely cut off your hands and feet on alternate sides, and crucify you all. That cannot harm us, they replied, for to our Lord we shall return. We trust our Lord, and will forgive us our sins, since we are the first who have believed. Then we revealed our will to Moses, saying, set forth with my servants in the night, for you will be pursued. Pharaoh sent forth heralds to all the cities. These, they said, are but a puny band who have provoked us much. But we are a numerous army, well prepared. Thus did we make them leave their gardens and their fountains, their treasures and their sumptuous dwellings, even thus. And to the Israelites we gave those. At sunrise the Egyptians followed them. And when the two multitudes came in view of each other, Moses' companion said, we are surely undone. No, Moses replied, my Lord is with me, and he will guide me. We bade Moses strike the sea with his staff, and the sea was cleft asunder, each part as high as a massive mountain. In between we made the others follow. We delivered Moses and all who were with him, and drowned the rest. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most men do not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful. Recount to them the story of Abraham. He said to his father and to his people, what is that which you worship? They replied, we worship idols and pray to them with all fervor. Do they hear you when you call on them? He asked. Can they help you, or do you harm? They replied, this is what our fathers did before us. Now, some people are harmed by their worship, or helped by their worship in ways that isn't what they've worshipped. He said, do you see those which you have worshipped, you and your forefathers? They are my enemies. Not so, the Lord of the universe, who has created me, who gives me guidance, food and drink, who when I am sick restores me, who will cause me to die and bring me back to life hereafter, who I hope will forgive me my sins on the day of judgment. Now, you're when you criticize people's religion, you got to throw in exceptions, right? Because there's going to be agreements. Like God worship is, actually worshiping God is probably going to be in there somewhere. Lord, bestow wisdom upon me and admit me among the righteous. And a lot of people prefer inspired supplications, or at least they act like they prefer inspired supplications, but it's better if you can to use the Koran ones of the instance, and sure, add in some of the others, but it's, if you're going to learn one, or focus on Rabbi Habli Hukman wal Hekni Besalahin. Because your mind and your soul are your beliefs, and your behavior is definitely where you'd want to focus things, rather than these people who make things about their health, wealth, and progeny. Certainly you want that, but make me deserving of praise among my posterity, and count me among the heirs of the blissful garden. Forgive my father, for he has gone astray. Do not hold me up to shame on the day of resurrection, the day when wealth and offspring will avail nothing, and when none shall be saved except him who comes before his Lord with a pure heart, when paradise shall be brought in sight of the righteous, and hell will be revealed to the erring. They will be asked, where are your idols now? Can they help you, or even help themselves? And into hell they shall be hurled, they and those who misled them, and Satan's legions all. But the Lord, by the Lord, they will say to their idols, as they contend with them, we erred indeed, when we made you equals with the Lord of the universe. It was the evildoers who led us astray. We have no intercessors now, no loving friend. Could we but live our lives again, we would be true believers. And aduni and kiri are a bit more ambiguous, because when you say Rub, you pretty much know that they're talking about God. The others, leader of the community and spiritual master and stuff like this, it can be rendered as the meaning of those. Surely in that what there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful. The people of Noah too rejected their apostles. Will you not fear Allah? Said Noah, their kinsman. I am indeed your true apostle. Fear Allah then, and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense, for none can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Have fear of Allah and follow me. They replied, are we to believe in you when your followers are but the lowest of the low? I have no knowledge of what they may have done, said Noah. My Lord alone can bring them to account. Would that I understood. I will not drive away the true believers. I am sent only to give plain warning. Noah, they replied, desist, or you shall be stoned to death. He said, Lord, my people have rejected me. Judge rightly between us. Save me and the believers who are with me. We delivered him and those who were with him in the laden ark, and overwhelmed the others with the flood. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful, on to disbelieve their apostles. Their kinsman Hud had said to them, will you not fear law? I'm indeed your true apostle. Fear law then, and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Will you erect a monument on every hill? Vain is your work. You build strong fortresses, hoping that you may last forever. When you exercise your power, you act like cruel tyrants. Have fear of Allah and follow me. Fear him who has given you all the things you know, and has given you flocks and children, gardens and fountains. Beware the torment of a fateful day. They replied, we care nothing, whether you or not you preach to us. They with which you threaten that which with that which with you threaten us is but an ancient myth. Surely we shall not be punished. Now, myth is probably the wrong word because they're accusing him of falsehood. Because myth, like even in the Bible, myth is something worth full of meaning and stuff like this. Because they were, in the Bible, they're trying to claim, oh, it's literally true this time. These other times, it was, is a fable too. Because fable's different. Fable is not true. They rejected him, and thus we utterly destroyed them. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful. The mood to disbelieve their apostles, their kinsmen. Saleh had said to them, will you not fear law? I'm indeed your true apostle. Fear law and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Are you to be left secure in the land amidst gardens and fountains, cornfields and palm trees, laden with fine fruit, hewing your dwellings in the mountains, and leading a wanton life? Have fear of Allah and follow me. Do not obey the bidding of transgressors who perpetuate corruption in the land and do no good at all. They replied, surely you are bewitched. You are but a mortal like ourselves. Show us a sign, if what you say be true. Here, he said, this she-camel, she shall have her share of water, as you have yours, each drinking on an appointed day. Do not molest her, or the scourge of a fateful day shall take you. I saw this video online, and it's not that sort of thing, that there was the worry that the way these people were talking, that something's going to happen with their neighbor animals. Molest is in torment or bother at all, that sort of thing. And those laws that you see that word in the thing, that the animals, well, obviously that's included, but you kind of, you don't have contact with the wild animals of certain types. If you can help it, save them from machinery or something, but you kind of don't do that. Particularly in a way that's all, poking at, oh, look at it goes in its shell, or it does this thing or whatever. You don't do that. Even if it wasn't illegal, you don't make a point of bothering an animal. And yet they slew her, and then repented of their deed. The scourge overtook them. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful. Lot's people too disbelieved their apostles. Their kinsman Lot had said to them, will you not fear Allah? I'm indeed your true apostle. Fear Allah and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Will you fornicate with males and abandon your wives, whom Allah has created for you? Surely you are great transgressors. Lot, they replied, desist, or you shall be banished. He said, I abhor your ways. Lord, deliver me and my kinsfolk from their evil doings. We delivered Lot and all his kinsfolk, save for one old woman who stayed behind, and the rest we utterly destroyed. We pelted them with rain, and evil was the rain which fell on those who were forewarned. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, merciful. The dwellers of the forest too disbelieved their apostles. Shu'aib had said to them, will you not fear Allah? I am indeed your true apostle. Fear Allah and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Give just measure and defraud none. Weigh with even scales and do not cheat your fellow men of what is rightly theirs, nor shall you corrupt the land with evil. Fear him who created you and those who have gone before you. They replied, you are surely bewitched. You are but a mortal like ourselves. Indeed, we believe that you were lying. Bring down upon us a part of heaven, if what you say be true. Now, let me clarify this. Evil's like outside the boundary or something like that in some of this English definitions, which isn't quite what we're talking about. We're talking about something that's wrong. And well, I mean, if people do mean evil isn't something that's evil. But yeah, we're talking about something that's a choice. There's no natural evil. People make evil choices with nature, sure, but there's no natural evil. Nothing is created evil. It's only beings of choice that bring evil into the world. He said, my Lord has full knowledge of all your actions. They disbelieved him, and thus the scourge of the day of darkness smote them. It was surely the scourge of a fateful day. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, the merciful. This is surely revealed by the Lord of the universe. The faithful spirit brought it down into your heart, that you might warn mankind in plain Arabic speech. It was surely foretold in the scriptures of the ancients. Now, it's important to turn to the original of whatever revelation, because sometimes if there's an issue and it sounds a little bit off, maybe it's just the translation, that's your association with the words at hand. And that's part of the reason why I comment on some of these other ones that are that I could just legally just leave as is. Is it not sufficient proof for them that the doctors of the Israelites recognize it? If we had revealed it to a foreign man, and he had recited it to them, they still would not have believed. Thus do we put unbelief in the hearts of the guilty. They shall not believe in it until they see the woeful scourge, which in their heedlessness will suddenly smite them, and then they will say, shall we never be reprieved? Is it their wish to hurry on our scourge? Think if we let them live in ease for many years, and then the scourge with which they are threatened does fall upon them, of what avail will their past enjoyments be to them? Never have we destroyed a nation whom we did not warn and admonish beforehand. We are never unjust. It was not the devils who brought this down. It is neither in their interest nor in their power. Indeed, they are too far away to overhear it. Call on no others as gods besides Allah, lest you incur his punishment. Admonish your nearest kinsfolk, and show kindness to those of the believers who follow you. And if they disobey you, say, I am not accountable for what you do. Put your trust in the mighty one, the merciful, who observes you when you stand upright, And when you walk among the worshippers, he alone hears all and knows all. Shall I tell you on whom the devils descend? They descend on every lying sinner. They eagerly listen, but most of them are liars. Now, some people are inspired by demons. They're not just provoked, they are inspired by demons. They receive revelation of demons. And I pointed out a particular individual. She says that her guides, she calls them, or whatever she calls them at the moment, lies to her, but that's not really the point. I guess it's more that she has that experience. Poets are followed by erring men. Behold how aimlessly they rove in every valley, preaching what they never practice. Not so the true believers, who do good works and remember Allah with fervor and defend themselves only when wronged. The wrongdoers will realize what a comeback they shall have. And, you know, you can also defend the truth or defend others and that sort of thing. But see, it's not that poetry, the Arabic word is that there's extra here just for the style, which is not the same thing as what the revelation and inspiration is. It's not, there's not extra for stylistic purposes. And it's not criticizing art, it's criticizing art for art's sake. And then you end up with people just, you know, if you control your speech and other expression, then you don't have to worry so much about some stuff. But say you practice what you preach. You know, people talk about the Superman was just Nietzsche in his daydreams. And it's like, well, he did better than other philosophers, but yeah, if you're going to do philosophy or if you're going to do poetry, you got to work out and try to experience in your practice what you do. Do it in remembrance of God. Do it in defense of what is right. The pen is mightier than the sword, right?